injury news. We'll chat about a few players. We're also going to chat about the Cardiff game. Bit of a disappointment, that one. And our upcoming Huddersfield game. Greetings all, and welcome to another one. Big apologies that we missed the pre-match against Cardiff. We had a few technical difficulties, but we are up, running and on with it. Right, so we're going to hand you over to Martin for the injury news.
So I am back with my handy dandy trusty piece of paper. I'll be saying that every video now, so get used to it. Injury news. So first of all, we're going to go Ben Sheafy is out with a groin injury, so that's going to be another couple of weeks, maybe a month, probably. Most likely he'll be out for a good couple of games. Now, in last games, we did have a very bad injury. Milan. It looks like he's had a tear in his quad, so he's going to be out for pretty much most of the season.
Yeah.
So Robin said it's not looking good. He's got a tear in his quad, so that's going to be...
Yeah, I think he says as well they're waiting for results, but it's not looking good, I think were his words. Right, so there's been quite a few people discussing obviously players and stuff at the moment, performance-wise, and... I'm filling my vote. And I think one of the players that keeps cropping up at the moment is Haji Wright. Which I think gives a bit of a good sort of opportunity to talk about Haji Wright, and I'm going to give my view on this. And I sort of get and understand why people are sort of a bit we're not going to do well at the moment and all this sort of business. But just hear me out and just hold on a minute, right? You're probably going to agree with this. See, the thing is, let's go back a few years when we first got Grockres. Now, I know in quite a lot of videos we keep mentioning him, right? Because you can't deny he was a flipping fantastic player. So, let's go back a few years. I heard so many people on social media were saying how rubbish he is and he wasn't worth $1 million, right? Now, how many seasons did it take before he really started to show his form? You know, it took a while. It took a while for him to gel with it, get into the team, and then you couldn't stop him.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, my opinion on Haji Wright is he worth a $7.5 million? Well, as it looks at the moment, no. Right?
Right.
But, you know, he ain't been with us that long. We ain't even halfway through a season yet.
Yeah.
You know, he has scored one. Okay, everybody was expecting a lot more from him, but I think that's the problem, is people were expecting so much more from him because of his value. Right? His value is only there because he's an international player. So he's an international player, which means that he has talent. It's there, because otherwise he wouldn't be playing international. Okay? Give him chance. Give the guy chance. I mean, I do get what people are saying, because when I look at him, I'm thinking, really, sometimes, you know. But then I was the same with Victor when he first came in. I was thinking, really. So give him chance. I don't know what your view is on it, but that's mine.
I have pretty much the same view as yours, really.
Yeah.
It's just my view is at the moment he's not 7.5 mil. No chance. He's not. It's at the moment we're only like 7 games in, so, and he's only been with us since. Actually, no, he's been with us since the Leicester game, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, because we got him because it was literally just before.
Just before the Leicester game.
Because didn't he play without his name or something on his shirt? I'm pretty sure he was the one that didn't have his name on his shirt or the number or something. I can't remember.
It was Milan that didn't have a sponsor.
No. I know it was one of them. Yeah, I know it was one of them.
Which was very weird. I'm like, why does he not have a sponsor on his shirt? Did they not print it, or?
I don't know.
Who knows?
I do know. Talking of this, a bit of a off topic here. But I was scrolling through on Facebook and whatever, looking at social media. A lot of people have had their kit finally arrive, you know.
Yeah.
And some of them haven't got the logos on them. And they really get peed off with it because it's like, well, where's the logo? Yeah, I've seen quite a few like that. So yeah, if that's one of you, let us know and let us know what they're doing about it. But slightly off topic there.
When I get that cold shirt, better come with a logo, or if not,
I don't know if it's set few or what, but
I don't know. It's probably just I don't know,
maybe
thing with a sponsor or God knows. Anyway,
yes, game notes.
yes.
Right.
Can I just point out the obvious real quick? This is very off topic. One, you put Hull.
Yeah, look.
Two, you spelled Cardiff wrong. You didn't put it's 2F, not 1.
Hey, I'm abbreviating. These are just quick notes.
I don't care. Spelling mistakes. I always get told off.
I don't know why I put Hull there. I really don't know. I'm going to start with this one.
You're going to
because
start.
our top goal scorer scored 2.
2.
Matty Godden, at the moment, I think is our bit of a saviour.
I think at the moment, Mike Godden is definitely the one looking alive in the Coventry City squad. If you look at the squad and some of the names you've got in there, you would think, oh, surely Hadji Wright has to be one of the best players. Surely, I don't know, maybe De Silva, Sakamoto, or anything like that. But when you look at Godden, you would probably think, nah. But coming into the season, he's where has this come from? Last season to getting barely any games on because of Gyökeres.
But there was injury as well, wasn't there?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's sort of like has played a bit of a part.
Yeah, and coming into this season, I think he's just had a massive boost, and I think he has a point to prove. And I think he's got a lot more in him this season.
I think he's trying to prove to himself that he's capable.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't
clearly is.
Yeah,
Clearly
I wouldn't put it past him, to be honest with you. I really, really wouldn't. Yeah, I think with the game as well, it wasn't really a performance I was expecting. Very under par. I think you said it as well while we was actually watching the game, that when Sakamoto came on, the game sort of changed.
It changed massively.
It massively changed, which brings another question, which I know there's quite a lot of the fans that are saying is, why isn't Sakamoto starting?
I don't know, but Robbins needs to start. He spelled Sakamoto wrong. He's put Sakomoto.
I did say when I was writing that, I said I've got no idea how to spell his name.
I told you.
Well, you know, I just wrote it down quickly. So I said, just any notes.
Okay, well, you never know. I could be reading through this and I could go
Sakatomato.
Sakamoto. Why is he not starting? If you look at the game against Cardiff, for the people that were watching it on Sky Sports or some, I don't know, whatever, as soon as he came on, the game changed, and I even said to you this: if he was on in the first place in the starting 11, would the game be different?
I think it probably would have been. I do. I mean, his passing, his skill. He was taking on players. You know, he was. Yeah, it was a bit of a guessing game with him of where he. You know, you could see it with him because he was turning, and it just. I don't know. I do not know why he's not starting. I mean, because what he showed when he did come on, and I mean that was from pretty much half time, really, wasn't it?
It was around the 50th minute.
Yeah, just after half time, and the impact I think was imminent. It was the moment he came on, it changed.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
Now,
I think with the Cardiff game as well, I think we'd just say that the performance at the end,
was much better.
It was so much better. I mean, if you know, they were really pushing to try and get that equaliser, and just didn't quite happen. But I mean, I'm disappointed.
I'm incredibly disappointed.
First half shaky, second half was better. The ending was brilliant.
Absolutely brilliant, yeah.
That's pretty much how I'll sum that
now,
going up.
I cannot wait to talk about this man. Josh Eccles. Absolutely one of the best performances I've ever seen from him. Absolutely.
And I know for a fact that there's quite a lot of people that have criticised him and are still criticising him.
If I remember correctly, if we looked at him last season and the season before that, every time Robbins was playing Eccles, would be like, why the f is he playing him?
I know.
Why is he playing him? He's blah, he's this, that. But now when you see him in this season,
yeah, he's a lot.
When you see him play, you read out the squad and you go, oh yeah, Eccles is playing, brilliant, because he's improved so much. And I think the staff at Coventry definitely put their time in Eccles, and you've definitely seen the improvement.
I do. I pretty much like him. And I am going to disagree with a lot of the way that people are criticising him at the moment. You know, especially on a lot of social media and that sort of thing. Is that you've got to look at where he's come and where he's heading. And I just think he's improved so much, and he's heading in the right direction. And I mean, he made some brilliant tackles, some brilliant tackles. Yeah, I do. I just think people need to get off his back a little bit. He's putting in He's putting in a good performance. He's trying so hard, and that's what you need. You need somebody who's going to go in there and do what they need to do, and he did. You know, yes, he's made a couple of mistakes. Name a player on that pitch that didn't against Cardiff. Yeah, you know, and that's what you got to look at. Is he probably did. You know, did make one or two passes that didn't quite make it, and name a player that didn't then. You know, so no, get off his back. I agree with you. I think his performance was good. On to the game stats part now, and so Coventry Huddersfield Monday, the 25th of September, 8 p.m. kickoff at the Coventry Building Society Arena. It's on Sky Sports. So
make sure to go and watch that on Sky Sports.
So if you can't make it to the game, Sky Sports it is. Top goal scorers for us, Matty Godden, he's now on 5. For Huddersfield, it's Rudoni. He's only on 2. I don't know whether to laugh at that. I really don't. I shouldn't, but, you know.
Personally, in my opinion, is going into this game, at the moment, Huddersfield's one of them teams where you look at, a couple of seasons ago, they were fighting for the playoffs. But now looking at them, they've completely dropped off. And just looking at their top goal scorer, how many, 7 games in already? 2 is their top goal scorer, which means they can't score a lot of goals.
Well,
which for us, I think, is going to be an easy win.
Yeah.
That's if we don't play terrible.
We'll talk about the predictions at the end.
Yes, we will.
So you better hold on for that one.
Got mine in my head.
Yeah. So yeah, no, I agree with you. I agree with you. You know, we've got you know, Godden is on 5, Rudoni is on 2. So, I mean, for me, I think yeah. So yeah, form at the moment for us. Yeah, we lost one. Lost, drew. Huddersfield is a drew, win, lost, and drew. There's not much in it points wise. So at the moment, table Huddersfield 16th with 8 points. We're 17th with 7 points. And head to head, 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. I'm going to ask you some questions in a moment. Last time we beat them was away. Can you remember the score?
It was 4-0.
It was 4-0. That was on the 4th of March in 2023. Who scored?
Banging game.
Who scored?
What, all 4?
Who scored? Can you remember who scored all 4?
I can probably remember 3. Jokerej, Hamar, Walker. Was it Allen?
Nope. Well, you're sort of right-ish.
What do you mean, sort of?
Well, you're sort of right.
Or was it a midfielder?
Well, shall I put you out your misery?
No.
Yes, Grocker scored. Yes, Hamer scored. Yes, Walker scored.
I don't know, tell me.
Oh, Grocker scored 2.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Oh,
yeah, Grocker scored 31st minute, Hamer 55th minute, Grocker's again on 59 minute, and Tyler Walker scored 90 plus 3. And do you know the worst thing about that stat? None of these players play for us anymore.
true.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, to be fair, I'm just kind of sad thinking about that.
It is really. It is. It is. The players that scored all on that game are no longer with us. Anyway.
I know where all three went to. York went to Sporting, Hamey went to Sheffield United, he's gone to Lincoln.
Okay, yep. There we go.
And smart.
Yeah, smart.
Probably didn't know that, but...
Yeah, stats are good.
Yes.
So, a win. A win could put us potentially 9th. That's the highest that we could go.
Is it?
Yeah. I think we've got to score 3 goals. But we could potentially go 9th. A draw would put us only 16th, so a draw would only put us up 1 place.
Okay. Fine.
Yes.
I guess.
But a win we need.
Before we actually head into prediction, I'd like to say, since that man really interrupted, God knows how many times, I think if we do get a win on Monday night, I think it could be a good start, and I think we could start getting more and more wins. That's if the team gels together, and if they start gelling together, then I think we're going to start slowly climbing the table. It's not like we're going to shoot up. I think we're going to slowly work our way up the table.
You can. It's that sort of time within the season is that, you know, just a couple of straight wins and you can shoot up really quickly. You know, it's hello Reggie. It's just one of those.
Yeah.
So predictions for the game. There's quite a few reasons of why I've actually chose this scoreline myself. It's always a good game with Huddersfield. At home, they've only beaten us once out of the last 5, which is the last time that they won against us. And each other time, it's been more us, favoured us. Looking back at the stats, not going to go through stats because there's just so many to go through, but looking at the stats, possession, shots, all the rest of it, we were all way ahead of them. So for me, I think that this is going to be a win, and I think it's going to be a good win.
Yes.
However, listening to a interview with Robbins, and it's sort of just reinforced what I was already thinking, is that he says is that our draws at the moment are caused pretty much by the goals that we are conceding.
No.
So for that, I've put it as 3-1. We are going to concede a goal, but I think we are going to score more.
Do you reckon?
Yep.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. I can see why you've put 3-1, but I am going to go a solid 2-1.
2-1, right?
2-1.
Okay.
2-1. I reckon it's going to be a very tough game. I reckon we're going to go 1-0 up at half time. Then I think just after a couple of minutes in the second half, Huddersfield are going to equalise, and then I think straight after that we're going to get a second.
Okay.
So guys, thank you all so much for watching today's video. Make sure to go like and subscribe and turn post notifications on so you do not miss a single video of Arden. Make sure to comment down below in the comment section your score predictions on Coventry City versus Huddersfield, and please make sure to also give us your thoughts on the Cardiff game. That would be highly appreciated. So, without further ado, stay safe and bye.